Laci Denise Peterson was just 27 years old and 8 months pregnant when she disappeared from her home in Modesto, California on Christmas Eve 2002. Laci eagerly anticipated the birth of her first child, a boy she and her husband Scott had already named Connor. It was a time that should have been filled with joy and excitement, but instead it turned into a nightmare.
Can I help you?
Yes, my daughter's been missing since this morning. She's 8 months pregnant. She took her dog for a walk in the park. The dog came home with just a leash shot.
What is your name?
My name is Ron. Her husband, Scott Peterson, is on way over the park.
What's your daughter's name?
Laci Peterson.
As the search for Laci intensified, police began to scrutinize Scott Peterson's actions. They noticed inconsistencies in his story, and soon his seemingly perfect life began to unravel. It was revealed that Scott had been having an affair with a woman named Amber Frey. Amber, unaware that Scott was married, cooperated with the police and recorded their conversations.
I have not been traveling during the last couple weeks. I've lied to you when I've been traveling.
Okay.
The girl I got married to, her name is Laci. She disappeared just before Christmas.
In April 2003, the case took a devastating turn. The bodies of Laci and her unborn son Connor were found washed ashore in San Francisco Bay, not far from where Scott had claimed to be fishing the day Laci disappeared. The discovery confirmed the worst fears of her family and the nation. On April 18, 2003, Scott Peterson was arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder, one for Laci and one for their unborn son. The trial that followed was nothing short of a media circus, with every detail of the case being scrutinized by the public. The prosecution painted Scott as a man who wanted out of his marriage and the impending responsibilities of fatherhood. They argued that he saw murder as his only way out.
A second juror who convicted Scott Peterson of murder nearly 20 years ago took the stand today as Peterson's defense team fights to get him a new trial. Peterson's attorneys are trying to prove that juror Rochelle Nice lied on her pretrial jury questionnaire by failing to disclose she was a victim of violence while she was pregnant. During 2 days of testimony, she repeatedly denied having any bias against Peterson or lying to get on the jury. But today, a second juror, Gregory Baratlis, testified that when Nice first entered the deliberation room, she said, quote, "Peterson should pay for killing little man." Nice has testified she did not recall saying that phrase.
The importance of the juror today was that she came into this with a preconceived notion that Scott Peterson was guilty and he needed to pay for what he did to his child.
49-year-old Peterson has already had his death sentence overturned and replaced with a life sentence. The defense goal now is to have the full verdict tossed out. The retrial hearing will continue on March 24th.
The Laci Peterson case is a haunting reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind closed doors. It's a story of a life tragically cut short and a reminder of the impact that such crimes have on families, communities, and the nation. As always, our thoughts remain with Laci's family.